Hi, let's talk about the homework solution for week 12, okay, where we were in processing and we were looking at sketches that had more than one file. So if we go to examples, we went down to contributed and we looked at the chapter on objects, example 8.5. And so here we had a gravity ball file, and in there they made two balls. But if you go to the reference for processing, there's nothing called a ball in processing. Okay, and that's because it was created, let's get this one out of the way, it was created in this file here. Okay, so we can define our own objects, our own types of data in processing. So this file has the setup that we're used to, and it has the draw method that we're used to. This file tells the computer what a ball is. So a ball has a location, X and Y, a speed, and a size. And we said, well, what if we added a color to it? Without adding a color to it, then the two balls that are created over here, ball 1 and ball 2, right there, declared up here and created, initialized here, and there they are, just gray, boring balls. So if we say, you know what, we would like a ball to also have a color. Okay, and there's a color object, there's a color method, and there's a color object in processing. So we've seen that before. So when we make a ball now, we're going to tell it what location and how big to make it, and we're going to have to tell it the color. And we just put some temp variable in there, placeholder, and we say set C to be whatever they told you they wanted for the color. Then instead of filling with 175, we're going to fill with the color you just told me that you wanted. So those are the changes we make in ball. We add a color. When we make a ball, tell me what color you want, and then when I draw it, I'll use that color. Okay. Now let's go back to where we use the ball class. We say ball, ball 1, ball 2, and then we say go create them. Here's the location where I want them. Here's the size. Now we need to tell it the color. And there are a couple of ways you can do that. One way, you can just call the color method and give it a certain amount of red, a certain amount of green, and a certain amount of blue. Or you could give it a number that comes from the way we talk about colors in web design, okay? This code, this special hex code, let's make it a bright, bright green. And so here's the code we want. And if we come back to processing, we can put that code right in here. And we say make it that color. Okay, so the background's still going to be white, 255. The display is then going to send you over here and call the display method, and it's going to fill in with this color. So let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. So now balls have colors, and each ball has its own color. Okay, that's what I really wanted you to see. That color is now a property of ball. And you can set each ball you make to be a different color. All right, so that was the last set of new ideas we had for the course, the idea that you can modularize, you can design different pockets of code. So this ball method over here has nothing to do with the setup or the draw. It could be used over and over in all different kinds, by different kinds of people for different kinds of things. And when we use it, we just say, make a couple balls. Here's the information, the details. And then we can say ball1.display. It's a great feature of object-oriented programming, and it's why most modern languages have moved in that direction. All right, terrific. Thanks for sticking through this example with me.